Experts had predicted that 2025 would mark a year of significant expansion for BRICS, with many rapidly growing economies joining the economic alliance. Now, in the very first week of 2025, Russia has already announced that 23 countries are lining up to join BRICS, signaling strong interest in full membership. Among these new members, Indonesia has officially become the first to join BRICS in 2025, sparking a chain reaction. But how did this happen? What benefits will Indonesia gain as a new full member? Who are the 23 countries also aiming to join BRICS in 2025? And how does this expansion impact BRICS's broader goal of de-dollarization, especially with President Trump threatening to impose 100% tariffs? In this video, we'll explore how BRICS is set to challenge the West in 2025. On January 1, 2025, BRICS entered an unprecedented chapter in its history. The bloc, which already represents 45% of the world's population and approximately 37% of global GDP, officially announced its expansion plans for the year. Brazil, assuming the presidency for 2025, made the first major announcement by welcoming Indonesia as its newest member. This move signals that BRICS is not just limited to Latin America, but is also expanding its influence in Asia. Indonesia, the largest economy and most populous nation in Southeast Asia, significantly strengthens BRICS's presence in a region historically dominated by Western powers, particularly the United States. By including Indonesia, BRICS not only gains a key player in the Asian market, but also demonstrates its commitment to providing an independent platform for nations seeking a more balanced role in the global order. Indonesia's decision to join BRICS carries considerable weight due to its strategic geopolitical location at the crossroads of major trade routes. The nation also wields significant influence within the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN. BRICS's partnership with Indonesia reflects a shift in Indonesia's foreign policy, moving away from reliance on Western institutions and deepening engagement with emerging economies. Economically, Indonesia's membership adds substantial value to BRICS. With a GDP over $1 trillion and a population nearing 280 million, Indonesia's vast natural resources, ranging from energy minerals to agricultural products, play a vital role in global supply chains. BRICS will benefit from Indonesia's resources, fueling further economic growth within the bloc. But Indonesia is not alone. Beyond this Southeast Asian powerhouse, BRICS has attracted interest from an additional 23 countries in 2025. These countries include Iran, Bahrain, Bangladesh, Burkina Faso, Cambodia, Chad, Colombia, the Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Honduras, Kuwait, Morocco, Myanmar, Nicaragua, Pakistan, Palestine, Sudan, South Sudan, Sri Lanka, Syria, Venezuela, and Zimbabwe. This surge of applications illustrates BRICS's growing appeal as an alternative to Western-dominated institutions like the IMF, World Bank, and the G7. These nations are drawn to BRICS's promise of equitable partnerships and its commitment to reducing reliance on the US dollar. The push for de-dollarization, meaning the shift of global trade and finance away from the US dollar to local currencies, is particularly appealing to countries that have often struggled under the weight of dollar-based economic systems. Nations like Venezuela and Nigeria, with vast oil reserves, see BRICS as a way to regain control over their resources and bypass US sanctions and economic pressure. The growing interest in BRICS reflects a wider dissatisfaction with the existing global order. For decades, Western financial institutions have left many nations grappling with debt, economic instability, and political interference. BRICS, in contrast, presents an inclusive vision of cooperation where sovereignty and mutual respect are prioritized. At the heart of BRICS's expanding influence is its emphasis on de-dollarization. For decades, the US dollar has been the dominant currency for international trade and finance, giving the United States significant leverage over the global economy. BRICS's efforts to shift away from the dollar could reshape the international financial landscape, challenging the dominance of the US and providing countries with greater economic sovereignty. The United States has long held a unique advantage in the global economy due to the widespread use of the US dollar as the world's primary reserve currency. This situation has allowed the US to impose sanctions on any country it chooses, freezing assets and exerting economic pressure. The global demand for US dollars has also allowed the US to print money without the usual risk of devaluing its currency, because countries worldwide would continue absorbing dollars, whether needed or not. However, the BRICS nations, which include Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are challenging this financial dominance. They are promoting the use of local currencies in trade and financial transactions, aiming to reduce dependence on the US dollar. Indonesia's recent inclusion in BRICS is particularly significant in this context. As a major exporter of energy and natural resources, Indonesia plays a crucial role in facilitating trade within BRICS, using currencies other than the dollar. This move could redefine global trade dynamics and reduce the world's reliance on the US dollar. For example, Russia, one of Indonesia's key trade partners, could supply Indonesia with energy. By capitalizing on higher revenues, Indonesia could not only secure energy at discounted prices, but also strengthen its economy. Additionally, by conducting trade in local currencies like the Indonesian rupiah and Chinese yuan, both Indonesia and China could bypass the US dollar altogether. This would reduce their exposure to currency fluctuations and protect them from potential US-imposed sanctions. But will BRICS accept every nation that applies for membership? Currently, BRICS has the power to decide which countries to admit. While interest from nations around the world is growing, 23 countries have already expressed a desire to join. BRICS is taking a careful and selective approach to expansion. Russian officials, including Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, have stressed the importance of a gradual, harmonized, and thoughtful approach to welcoming new members. This ensures that only countries with shared goals and mutual interests are integrated into the group. For instance, nations like Venezuela and Nigeria, rich in natural resources, could help bolster BRICS's energy security. Likewise, strategically located countries such as Pakistan and Morocco could expand BRICS's geopolitical influence. This deliberate selection process guarantees that new members will contribute tangible value to the alliance, strengthening its capacity to pursue its objectives. One crucial element of BRICS's strategy is Brazil's presidency. This position offers transformative opportunities for both the group and Latin America, a region historically under U.S. influence. As the largest economy in Latin America and a founding BRICS member, Brazil is well positioned to bridge the gap between BRICS and its regional neighbors. Brazil's leadership signifies more than symbolism. It represents a strategic shift toward deeper economic and geopolitical ties with Latin America, a region that is now poised to challenge U.S. dominance. Latin America's vast natural resources are central to BRICS's appeal. Countries like Venezuela, Argentina, Chile, and Bolivia hold essential commodities such as oil, lithium, copper, and agricultural products. For example, Venezuela's immense oil reserves could help BRICS in reducing dollar dependency, enabling trade outside the U.S.-dominated financial system. Similarly, Chile and Bolivia, with their world-leading lithium supplies, could play a significant role in BRICS's push for dominance in the renewable energy sector. Argentina's agricultural and energy wealth would further support BRICS's goals of reducing reliance on Western supply chains. Besides the economic advantages, expanding BRICS into Latin America holds considerable geopolitical significance. For decades, the region has been seen as the U.S.'s backyard, often subjected to political and economic interventions that favored U.S. interests. BRICS offers a new model of cooperation based on mutual respect and fair trade. By joining BRICS, Latin American nations could access new markets, investment opportunities, and financing from institutions like the New Development Bank, all without the political strings typically attached to Western loans. Geographically, Latin America's strategic position, providing access to both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, could also enhance BRICS's trade routes. Strengthening ties with Latin America could lead to new corridors linking South America with Africa, Asia, and beyond, bypassing traditional Western-dominated trade routes. This connectivity is a part of BRICS's broader vision of creating a multipolar world order, one that reduces reliance on traditional trade partners and encourages economic growth through diversified alliances. Therefore, the expansion of BRICS is not limited to Indonesia or the 23 countries currently seeking membership. The organization's reach will continue to extend into Latin America, Asia, and Africa, incorporating more nations as its influence grows. The question remains, should BRICS accept every country that applies for membership, or should it continue to be strategic in its choices? Do you think BRICS should admit all applicants, or should it remain selective in choosing new members? Share your opinion in the comments section below. Additionally, If you're interested in more content like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. We're committed to bringing you in-depth analysis on topics that often go overlooked, such as African politics, economics, and the increasing influence of the continent. Your support means a lot to us, and we're excited to continue this journey with you. Thank you for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.